So we're back in Fenbog with another set of missions. There's one in recycling facility. I'm just going to go through this real quick. Um, Still a medical supply truck, so I don't think the supply truck is going to be here. Could be, but I think it might be somewhere else. It's the usual case with these mini missions. It's like you go one place, you find information for what it is, and then you go to a location, second location to where it actually is. So we are playing on extreme. I'm not lying about it. Um, just been watching other people's videos where they're clearly fibbing about playing an extreme, because there's telltale signs in this game that when you're playing extreme and when you're playing casual, there's giveaways. Uh, One bullet to the chest is not going to drop a target when you're playing extreme, because what happens is your team, well, you as a player, I won't mention your team, um, your player receives disadvantage when playing extreme. Your health drops and your bullet damage drops when you're playing extreme. When you're playing casual, bullet damage, your bullet damage increases and your health increases, while the enemy's health decreases and enemy's bullet damage decreases to the lowest point. So in casual, it's the easiest because enemies can do no damage to you, and the enemies have really weak health. So one bullet to the chest will just drop him, right? Because your bullets are doing more damage and um, your firepower is obviously increased. It does more damage and therefore it will drop a target chest. Even a pistol shot to a chest, well, although pistol shots usually to the chest takes at least two, but a M4 carbine will drop a target with one bullet to the chest. Um, you can't sneak around. I mean, I was watching people playing, and you can't sneak around on extreme the way you can in casual. In casual, literally, you can go past targets and they won't hear you, but they seem to have a sensitive hearing when you're playing an extreme. So if you shoot a person and he drops, someone within the vicinity will hear that body drop and will go to investigate. Okay, will say, "Hey, I'm on to it, bro. I'll go investigate." And so they'll go and discover a body, and then alarm will be raised within probably 2 minutes of you being in the base. But then there's people being dishonest about it. I don't understand why be dishonest about it. Is it because of the views? I don't know. I'm not having a go at people. I just want everyone to realize I'm not having a go. I just think there's no point lying about it, because there's telltale signs that when someone's playing extreme, yeah, you're playing on extreme. And I know players are playing extreme and they're really, really good players. And I'm taking anything away from this person either. He probably really is a good player, and probably kick my ass if he played Call of Duty. And I'm not a big Call of Duty player, but I'm just saying that there's no point lying about it. There's no point saying I'm playing in extreme when you're not playing in extreme. Let's just take a look. Let's just go to options real quick. Let's take a look what I'm on. So we'll just go to options, go to settings. Let's have a look. So my stamina consumption is reduced. It's because of water drinking. I think they use too much stamina in the game. So health regeneration is maximized because I have injuries to always on. So injuries to always on is lethal. Yeah. So single bullet wounds is basically it's kind of goes against you wearing body armor. So you're wearing cry protection. So you're wearing a plate carrier that can basically defend you in real life against an AK-47 round. So it goes straight into, if it goes straight into your cry plate carrier, it will basically block that bullet. Although there's inertia, it will cause damage to your body from the bullet impact. You won't get killed. Okay, but in this game, the fact that you're wearing you can just be wearing a t-shirt in this game, and it doesn't really matter if you're wearing a t-shirt or you're wearing cry body armor or plate carrier. Um, it'll all be the same. I mean, you can just go out in your pants and t-shirt and just go around killing people, and when they shoot you back, um, it will act as if you either don't have or have body armor. Does that make sense? Um, so I have syringes, heal injuries to off. Bandage quality many, because obviously when you're playing with something that's risk of injury as always, you take injuries quite frequently. The other options are basically none, rare, often, and always. I think often is more realistic, or even rare, because there are soldiers that are not going to be that skilled in shooting, so they might miss you as a target. Otherwise, when you have it on always, they seem to be really, really accurate. Okay, so, and then let's look at the difficulty, because the difficulty is another window, I think. Can't remember where it is. Where's the difficulty? Is it world parameters? Oh no. This one just basically, I have reduced drone coverage. It's either classic or reduced. And this one is switched off. This is the Azrael patrols. You can't control those when you're playing in resistance. So I'm playing in resistance. And helicopter patrols, I don't have them on off. I like to shoot them down, destroy them, and it's more interesting when you have helicopters going over. It just makes you feel that more alive. I've got it on classic, which includes helicopter patrols and helicopter reinforcements. So that's the QRF, the quick response unit. It's the helicopters that come and patrol and look at the base and trying to find you or trying to see what's going on. Again, it all boils down to people. If people are lying that they're playing on extreme, it's just another thing that basically it kind of annoys me. If you're gonna lie that you're playing extreme and you're not playing extreme, and you're kind of going through the base and you're shooting people in the head with a pistol or a rifle. The rifle makes a noise, okay? Even if it's silenced, it makes a noise, and if there's enemies nearby, they will hear the rifle clicking or firing, so they will come to investigate. So this comes to investigation. If they find something suspicious, they will go and investigate, especially when you're playing extreme. They will go and investigate, and if there's bodies laying around, and you just shot 5 guys, and there's bodies laying around, they will go and investigate. And when they investigate, they will find the bodies, and they will raise the alarm. So I guarantee you, when you go to a base, it's first 2 to 3 minutes, you will be found out. If not even sooner. The snipers are really, really good at spotting people, especially when you're going towards bases on extreme. They've got higher coverage for spotting players coming into a base. It's like almost like rigged in a way. So it's almost like rigged to where the enemy knows you're in the base, but they pretend you aren't. But then when something kicks off, immediately at the snap of a finger, they're on you. And then they're closing down on you, and they're basically you're put into a corner and you're trying to defend yourself. So it goes from a hunter mode to where you're hunting the AI to going into survivor mode. Let's try this one. Ghost Recon parameters. Oh, there it is. So easy. So easy basically gives the AI low damage and slow detection. So literally you can walk past the AI and they won't even notice you're there. So that's the slow detection. Normal. Normal is just medium damage, medium detection, right? That's like a basic one. You can play with that. It's all right. Advanced. I think advanced is really good. I think advanced AI on advanced is different than extreme, in that on advanced they search for you, which is weird. When you're found out on advanced, they will call patrols after patrols after patrols will come to your location and trying to get you. On extreme, the only difficulty you have is to do so much damage. So even when 3 or 4 soldiers, and then they don't have to call the whole squad, 3 or 4 soldiers are shooting at you, you really have nowhere to go because the extreme damage, the increased bullet power, is going to pin you down. So you're going to be injured all the time. And when you're injured, you become useless. And when you're useless, you kind of trying to find cover. You're trying to get yourself healed. You're trying to get a syringe in you. It sometimes doesn't give you that space or time to put a syringe in, to heal yourself, to put a band-aid, to whatever. It's completely different. So I don't like when people are dishonest and saying they're playing on extreme and they're not playing extreme. We'll just hit the first base and see what happens, right? So we are playing on extreme, as you can see here, it's on extreme. When I play on advanced, I will write that in the comments. I'll say I'm playing on advanced. It's been years since I played easy and normal. When I started off the game, yeah, of course, I played easy just to learn the mechanics. I wanted to see how the game goes. I relatively quite early on, I switched to normal. I was playing on normal for quite some time, recording, and I still had the markers everywhere because I didn't switch them off. I was trying to learn the game, right? I was trying to learn the game, and I wasn't up. I don't think I was uploading the videos quite early on, like I am now. But I was learning the mechanics of the game, just learning what's going on, how the AI reacts, what did it do, what are the missions, blah blah blah. I was trying to go through all the process of trying to get the weapons, go to bases. So on normal, you have a lot more drones on the base. You have a lot more enemies on the base. On extreme, it's difficult to take a drone down because the drones then become even more firepower. The damage that the drones do in extreme is even higher. So you only need 1 or 2 drones on the base and you're kind of screwed. Because once you start putting mortar rounds into your location and shooting at you with a machine gun, you can really pin down. Because sometimes your AI teammates don't do enough of a good job to try to defend you, to where you're getting flanked and you're getting bombarded, and you can get pinned down on certain locations, and you will struggle to get out of it alive. I've been there. I played it. I played in extremes. Played in different level, different bases. It can be really tough. You go in there thinking, oh, it's an easy day. It's not an easy day at all. It's difficult, because you get found out quite early on extreme, right? You go to a base on normal, and you can be in there 10 minutes, and they will not know you're there. You can be dropping bodies after bodies after bodies after bodies. You can be sneaking behind a person, bam, headshot, bam, headshot, bam, headshot. The bodies drop, but the other guys don't react because they're in like a different route or different kind of cycle, to where they won't go to the bodies, they won't go to the men that normally speak, because you have these little dialogues that they make in the game, and they won't go and speak to the person, and they won't discover the body. So there's a different outcome to playing on normal. I think they did that maybe on purpose, just to make it easier for the newbies, or for the people who are learning the game. Like I was one of them. I was playing on normal. I immediately went from normal to extreme, kind of ignoring advanced. From extreme, and I was not having difficulties with extreme, but I was just annoyed with going into every base and being discovered. It was just like 2 minutes in, discovered, right? Because they would go, hey, what's that noise? So then they will crawl up the stairs, or they will come behind you and say, hey, man, I got a body here, right? And then they will shout, they will call in support, and they will say, there's you're in, we have enemies in the base, and they will come after you. And suddenly everyone knows where you are. If you're on the roof, everyone knows you're on the roof. It's like instant, right? They don't have to even see you on the roof. They just know you're on the roof, and they'll keep coming after wave after wave. When I say wave after wave, I normally like tens of hundreds of people coming. It's just like it could be 3-4 people, but it's still, when it's extreme, they have better body armor, they have better shooting power capability. Because even if you take down the 2 enemies, there's at least one of them is going to damage you pretty bad. Okay, so let's just go back in the game. So the area we need to be in is this one here, facility. Okay, let's just go there. So we should be really playing this at night, because I have the outfit for doing night missions, which is the black camo, which is the black multicam. Well, it looks very dodgy, them two there. Very dodgy. Oh, it said danger close, so there's enemies just nearby here. All right, so I think these two. Um, so see when you mark a mission you're gonna do, such as this one, go to the recycle facility to discover the truck. So right next to us here, with the little I sign, I don't know what to call that, information sign. That means there's enemies you can basically interrogate and discover where that truck is. It's related to that facility, believe it or not. So it's related to that facility, which is the recycle facility, that we're just going to discover when we go to the recycle facility. But I just want to get into some action just to show you how quickly you can get into trouble on extreme. You have to be really cautious. You have to be really careful. You have to be slow, calculated. Um, when you're playing with another player, obviously it's going to be a lot easier because you have another skilled player with you that's just as good as you or better than you, and you can rely on them to make. So that's it. So you see how quickly you die. Sorry about that. So where was I? Yeah, so on casual, if you're standing middle of the road, that's when the enemy is going to stop. The ones especially going past in the car, they will notice you then, and then they will stop when you're playing on casual. But when you're playing on extreme, the moment I start shooting the guys at the gates, the entrance, the guys going past in that vehicle stopped because they knew that something was going on. So their awareness was a lot better than if they were on casual. I don't know if that makes any sense, but hopefully it does.
Nice going.
So they will come to investigate that. As soon as you destroy a generator, they'll come to investigate. Also, another thing that changes between casual or lower difficulty levels is the voice chat that the AI does between themselves, which is kind of another thing that Ubisoft kind of did. I think Ubisoft kind of did this on purpose to basically kind of differentiate between someone playing on extreme and someone playing on lower difficulty levels. The chat changes, the kind of what they speak about and what they talk about changes. On extreme difficulty, the AI kind of fancies himself too much, which is they feel a lot more confident and they're not afraid of you. Okay, does that make sense? So when there's a fight going on, they feel confident that they're going to win this fight. On casual, they'll run away or they'll basically show cowardice. So none of these trucks are the trucks that we need. So there's going to be someone here that we need to talk to. On extreme, because the AI is kind of tougher, you've got a lot less soldiers in the base. Whereas the lower difficulty levels is going to be probably more. It's been a while since I played casual and been a while since I played normal, and I play either advanced or extreme. And if I don't say extreme in the video, I'm probably playing on advanced. And so I don't like deceiving people and saying, oh, I'm playing on extreme, but I'm playing on advanced, because these differences, there's telltale signs. And if you've invested 3,000 hours in the game, you would know those telltale signs, and you will say, no, bullshit. He's not playing on extreme. But then a lot of people are deceived by it. I'm not saying anything wrong with playing lower difficulty levels, but if you're gonna claim it's harder difficulty level than it is, that's when I got a problem. Because there's a different outcome to you playing at a higher difficulty level in a completely different area. Oh, what am I doing? So I think I need to investigate. So, see, I wasn't paying attention, but I'm trying to cover the fact that when someone says they're playing extreme, it's a complete fib. And when there's action that isn't, to me, doesn't seem like it's on extreme. I know it's not extreme. So what we need to do is first we need to use the syringe, and then we need to use the health pack. Let's just have a look in here. Is there anyone I need to speak to? Some civilians in here. One's working, the other one's just wandering. He's deciding what drink he's going to buy. Cool. Anything in this other building? Oh. Ah, it's scanning. There you go. Oh, there isn't anything there. On other difficulty levels, you have snipers in here. Now, I've seen it when there's snipers on this roof. Or there'll be a sniper on this roof. But on extreme, it seems to lower the count number of enemies on a site. A, because they're a lot better, a lot stronger, and you're a lot weaker. So when you play an extreme, your health decreases at a disadvantage level. Your weapon damage decreases. So hence when people are playing with 516, they want more damage because it only gives you like 22, 23 damage on Mark 3. But anyway, let's just get out of here. Oh, let's go back. Just to see, is there any information things we have to pick up now? Run all the way back here. And there's this group here, had like information on them. I'm just going to investigate just to see if there is any information I can get from them by interrogation. I'm injured. See? So this is what happens when you play on always damage. You're injured very well. It's more than frequently. It's always injured. So those guys that usually say, "Oh, this game is too easy, bro." Yeah, well, put in on always injury, and it's not that easy. But they won't. They won't put it on always because it becomes too difficult then. I know what people are like. They'll say shit and say, "Oh, it's a shit game. It's really easy. Oh, it's so rubbish. The AI is so crap." But yeah, you go to a base on always injury and on extreme, and it becomes a different ballgame. But as I say, people are not always honest, and this is the problem. The only way they could have solved this solution is to write at the bottom of you can't turn it off at the bottom. It tells you what difficulty you're playing. Let's say Ubisoft and then say extreme and what stamina level you have and what injury level you have. So if it says always or off, they have the stamina off and they have always injury and they're playing on casual or whatever. Some enemies here on the hill.
Enemy down.
Ah, it's reset. That's what's going on. So what I'll do is I'll cut this video short here. Actually, we'll just jump into destroy glitch in the drone. That's easy. So it resets. Because I'm playing this in the morning, it resets for me in the morning. So we have to bandage ourselves. So what we'll do is... Oh! The glitching drone's disappeared. It was previously here. That's why I went to it, but looks like the glitching drone is not even in this location. Oh, that's always great, isn't it? Skill Prototype Center, Cell Security Center, R&D. Maintenance area. Is there a BV nearby? Doesn't look like it. Destroy a glitching drone. It's actually jumped to the. I'll destroy the target truck. Sorry. Okay, VAP, steel hardware truck. Clear wolf camp. Glitching drones disappeared. Did you destroy the glitching drone? I don't think so. There's still 6 missions. Okay, the computer. Destroy target truck. Doesn't look right. Just seems to be a mission missing. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 green dots I can see. Okay, we'll just call it a day here and we'll resume later. Hang on.